जन्म शरण प्रभु की आ जा रे।
सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति। Together we will chant Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, verses 11 to 20.
चिन्तामपरिमेयां च प्रलयान्तामुपाश्रिताः कामोपभोगपरमाः एतावदिति निश्चिताः आशापाशशतैर्बद्धाः कामक्रोधपरायणाः ईहन्ते कामभोगार्थम् अन्यानेनार्थसञ्चयान् इदमद्य मया लब्धम् इमं प्राप्स्ये मनोरथम् इदमस्तीदमपि मे भविष्यति पुनर्धनम् असौ मया हतः शत्रुः हनिष्ये चापरानपि ईश्वरोऽहमहं भोगी सिद्धोऽहं बलवान् सुखी आढ्योऽभिजनवानस्मि कोऽन्योऽस्ति सदृशो मया यक्ष्ये दास्यामि मोदिष्ये इत्यज्ञानविमोहिताः अनेकचित्तविभ्रान्ताः मोहजालसमावृताः प्रसक्ताः कामभोगेषु पतन्ति नरकेषु च आत्मसम्भावितास्तब्धाः धनमानमदान्विताः यजन्ते नाम यज्ञैस्ते दम्भेनाविधिपूर्वकम् अहङ्कारं बलं दर्पं कामं क्रोधं च संश्रिताः मामात्मपरदेहेषु प्रद्विषन्तोऽभ्यसूयकाः तानहं द्विषतः क्रूरान् संसारेषु नराधमान् क्षिपाम्यजस्रमशुभान् आसुरीष्वेव योनिषु आसुरीं योनिमापन्नाः मूढा जन्मनि जन्मनि मामप्राप्यैव कौन्तेय ततो यान्त्यधमां गतिम्
You're muted, Janki.
Sorry, thank you, Deepraj. We have been studying the 16th chapter, where we are studying about how the Asuric people talk. Asuric people are who?
Yes.
All of us.
All of us, when we behave like this. Please, we are not generally Asuric, but when we behave like this, this is how we behave when we are not behaving in a dignified, cultured, humane manner. So, what is he saying? Firstly, they're full of hopes, something happening. People who are full of hopes, ye hoga, wo hoga, then I will be happy, then I will be happy. They're never going to experience happiness. So, if we live our life like this, that will happen, then I will be very happy. Even if you're ill, you think, when I become healthy, I'll become happy. But you were healthy before you fell ill. Were you very happy that time? So bound by hundreds of bands of hopes. People who are in India want to go abroad. They will be very happy when they go abroad. If you go abroad, you talk to them, they're longing to come back to India. Everybody finds happiness in something that they do not currently have. So what's wrong with now and how we are? Nothing is wrong. We are inheritors of complete happiness right here, right now. So Asha Pasha Badhaihi Shataihi. Hundreds of bands of hopes. Kama Krodha Parayana. Think of Kam and Krodha as the supreme thing. All your desires, your anger. You think of that as Parayana. It's the para, it's the higher. Means I am angry, therefore all of you have to control your behavior. I am the greatest, I am the best. My anger signifies what you should do or not do. Everything is me my desires, my emotions. You are hurting me. You are behaving like this with me. Therefore, control your behavior. Asuric behavior. People don't change their behavior because we are angry. If they did, then I would be very angry with the class and everybody will become realized very nice. It's not going to work like this. What is the point of it? Then, ihante, lot of effort. They strive. Kama bhoga. What a waste of time only for kama and bhoga, only for kanchanya and kamini, only for acquiring something and enjoying something. When our intellect doesn't function, we think that these are very important things, what I got, what I enjoyed, what I should enjoy. When our intellect doesn't function, we think of these things as important. And because we think of it as important, we are willing to do anything to get them. So, anyayena artha sanchaya. They are with anyay, with wrong behavior, with wrong actions. Artha sanchaya. They collect whatever it is that they think is so important to collect. So you join up, even if they play sports, then if they can cheat and win, then they'll do that. So anyayena artha sanchaya. They collect whatever it is they feel is very important, even with unjust means. Idham maya labdham. I have obtained this. This is so little in explanation is required here because he's actually telling you what they're saying. Idam adya maya labdham. Today I have acquired this. Tomorrow, later, I will acquire that. I will also acquire that. This is mine. And tomorrow also it will be mine. So the scriptures refer to our world like as a jhuta. You know what is jhuta? Anybody from abroad who doesn't know what is jhuta? The jhuta means somebody has enjoyed it earlier. And we don't want to have something like that, right? Like for instance, somebody has eaten from a plate. Okay, your neighbor has eaten from a plate, has eaten his food, and after he has eaten his food, he sends you some food in his plate only. Said, "ये मेरे थाली में बचा है, खा लो." Will you eat it? What nonsense! How do you? Leftover the price doesn't give that sense of disgust. You know, it's in your plate, you're eating it. Now you don't want to eat it anymore, and you gave it to me to say, okay, now you eat it. But, even our staff will not eat like that, right? We would be appalled to give anybody something like that or to receive it. So, the scriptures refer to our whole world as jhuta. Somebody has enjoyed this already, all of it, and gone away and left. And now we are left to enjoy it. And this is what you're seeking, all the jhuta things of the world. It's all been enjoyed already, and now it's yours. So, what is this big fuss that we are making? Yeah, I have to obtain this. What? Obtain leftovers? Obtain jhuta things? And this I have to, this is going to be mine. What do you mean going to be mine? You're going to leave it here and go away one day. So what is that arrogation that is there? How can you say this will also be mine? As a matter of fact, it is a law. Either you will leave it or that will leave you. That is what Vairagya Shatakam says. In this world, there are only two possibilities. Either you leave something or that thing leaves you. If that thing leaves you, you will be miserable. But if you know how to leave it, this conduces to happiness. Know how to leave it, may not have leave everything. Mentally get rid of that clinging attachment to things. If you've gotten rid of that, anything leaving you, you will thank it for having been with you instead of weeping that it has gone now. And your journey with that thing will also be very smooth and nice because you're grateful it is there with you now. Who knows whether it will be there tomorrow? Like we always think, we have classes going on. And next Sunday also we will have this class. Do you know for certain this is be there? Only two possibilities. Either you leave the class or the class will leave you. One of these two things will happen. So whatever is valuable, hold on to that. Whatever is not valuable, let it go. Don't put your time and effort and energy behind that. There's no point in it. So that needs an intellect to decide what discrimination requires, right? What is valuable, what is not valuable. We look at everything from a very, what should I say, a now perspective, like instant. So I'm dying to have a gulab jamun. So suddenly that gulab jamun has become very valuable. It's a very, our concept of value is what is value now. It's a very false sort of, what should I say, a very false sort of understanding of value. Value must be what is value over long term. Now, if you value something which is going to last only 30 seconds, in 30 seconds it will be gone. How much effort do you want to put in that 30 seconds? A simple common sense, right? But no, we can't look long-term value, we don't understand. We do everything ulta. Where we should have our attention in the present, we have it in the future. Where we should have it in the future, we have it in the present. This is called
Absence of intellect.
very good. This is called absence of intellect. Just don't know where to focus, what to give importance to. Just impossible. And then we will say, I have this, I have that. Like a child talking. So, idam maya labdham. This I have obtained. Imam prapya se manoratham. This great thing, enjoyable thing I will get tomorrow. Idam asti. Idam asti me. This is mine. And bhavishyati. Punardhanam. Again, in the future, it will be. The Vedanta is like, okay, fine. You will enjoy your life. मैं क्या करूं? The snares of 99. 99. I have to get that 100. Let's get this. Deepa, you had a question?
Yeah, my question was related to how do you get out of this trap? It's like you have a little moment of realization, but then again it snaps, and it's so difficult to believe that the world is not going to give you happiness.
Yeah, you can't go all the way and say the world will not give you happiness. You have to, within your range of desires at the moment, decide which are more valuable and which are less. For instance, you want to spend your time on the cell phone versus getting your degree. So, degree is more valuable than spending time on the cell phone. So, like that, you keep comparing in your own desires which is longer term, which is shorter term. But all this will only work if one thing is happening, which is,
Development of the intellect.
and that will happen only if
Morning studies. But it's like even after sustained morning studies, it still doesn't click. That shift in focus doesn't happen. And it's like we're stuck in a pathetic situation.
why do you think we are working so hard to make a residential course? It is difficult. Of course, it is difficult to stay in the world. You see what is happening? You are sort of building a sandcastle, but the waves are coming and wiping it off. Then again, you're starting and you're building it. So, what do you first do? First, you stop these waves from coming. So, whatever little you do, at least that will last, which is why people tend to go to a place where they can focus on that. Not tend to go, nobody tends to go. That is why places are created where people can go focus on that and say, okay, this is what I'm doing. Otherwise, it's just getting wiped off. Even after, it's very difficult to maintain that thing. That's why you have to keep going back to the origin, wherever you're getting the knowledge from, over and over and over again, so that that influence of that wave wiping off the sandcastle you're building is reduced until that sandcastle becomes concrete. Somehow that sandcastle has to become concrete. But for that, it has to at least stay dry for some time. So yes, it is incredibly difficult. But what can you do? Just reduce indulgence. If it is not possible to withdraw to a place where you can do it, then reduce indulgence, reduce contact, and study. Otherwise, it'll be to repression. Then maintain all these balances. Do what you need to. Do not repress or suppress your mind. Do not indulge in anything. All these sort of barriers we have to create ourselves.
And that what should be the barrier and what should not be the barrier is again come down to discrimination. So
Absolutely. So now what to do? If you can't tell which is the one I should have a barrier now, abhi kya koi kar sakta hai? But don't worry, it's not such a sad situation. We just do the best we can. At every stage, we apply our intellect as much as we can. Then, like the headlights of a car, you go the distance you can see, you'll see more.
thank you.
Jai Shri. Challenge your personality to test the knowledge. Yes, that's another way of doing it. But firstly, though, you must gain the knowledge before you can test it. No? So what you're saying is stage 2. Now that you think you're so great, you can test it. But before that, you have to gain it. But that the best thing is to go to a place where you can focus. Now, everybody cannot join a 2-year course, 3-year course, 1-year course. So, okay, never mind, whatever you can do. Don't think of what you can't do in life. Think of what you can do. Can you spare a week in the year? Can you spare a month in the year? Can you spare a year in your life? What is it you can spare? So that you do. Don't worry about what you can't do. Just ask yourself the question, what is it I want? What is it I really want? And what is it I'm willing to do to get that thing which I really want? And then stay on track. Don't move from there. Because the next day you'll say, oh, but that is also so nice. Everything in this world is nice, but which one do you want to get? You decide that. Then don't look at other people. Oh, he's getting that, I'm not getting. Don't worry what he is getting. You worry about what you want. People do that even in the corporate world. Somebody got a promotion, they want a promotion. But is that the job you want? You just want the promotion. My mother would say. It's a very, what are you going to do with it? You're going to lick it? What are you going to do with it? So she used to be very contemptuous about certain things that she did not think were important to get. So, that reminds me, what? You will get a promotion with a higher salary, doing a job you don't want to do. What use is that to you? But we don't think of that. We think I want the higher salary. Then we'll take it, stick with it, and then go for stress management programs. Are pagal hai kya? You correct your decisions. If you're taking good decisions, where is the stress? What is the stress about? If you're going through stress, it means you're taking bad decisions. Take good decisions. But there's a problem in that. And Deepraj knows the problem in that. What is the problem in that?
Lack of discrimination.
Discrimination. You can't tell. If you can't tell, then now what do you do with this? What do you do with it? So then you say, this enemy I have slain, others also I will slay. I am the Lord. Ishwaroham, aham bhogi, siddhoham, balavan, sukhi. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. I am this, I am that. You know how great I am. I have done this. I have finished reading the Bhagavad Gita. I'm always shocked. People me, I have read the Bhagavad Gita. But I am reading it for the last 40 years. I must be dumb because I'm continuing to read it. I can't say I have read it. I'm trying to learn it. I've read the Bhagavad Gita. A statement like that. What is that even supposed to mean? I don't know what it's supposed to mean. And say, oh, I've read Yog Vashishta. I have read all the Upanishads. I've been to all the pilgrimage. Aso maya hataha shatruhu anishye cha aparanapi. So much have I done. So much have I devoured. So much have I conquered. Now I will conquer that as well. This is Asuric Vritti. Let us recognize it in ourselves. So much have I done and so much have I yet to do. So many books have I read. Those books am I going to read. So what? Guru Rangri Padme Manaschaina Lagnam Tatakim, 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 Tatakim. What of it? I have done this and I have done that. What of it? If you are not devoted, said Shankara, to the lotus feet of the Guru. Tatakim, 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 tatakim. So what? So what? Oh, I've been attending Bhagavad Gita classes for the last 20 years. So what? Question is not how many classes you attended. Question is how many you actually attended. What went inside? Sitting over there is not doing anything. So, Asau maya hataha, this enemy have I slain, others also I shall slay. I am the Lord, I am powerful. Ishwaroham, Ishwaraham, I am the Ishwara. Aham bhogi, how much I'm enjoying, I have so much. You know, they talk like in a party also, they'll tell you. They're having a drink. So they'll tell you, have the drink. Arey, you don't know what a kick there isn't. Arey, I don't want your kick. You please keep your own kick. You want to be kicked, you be kicked. No, मुझे क्यों involve कर रहे हो? And they'll tell you, hey, chicken ka piece खा लो. No, I don't know what they think the chicken piece has. Never mind how much that chicken suffered so that you get the chicken piece. But aham bhogi, look, we enjoy everything. They talk like this. What are you going to say to them? We enjoy everything. Okay, enjoy then. मैं क्या करूं? That enjoyment is based on the sorrow of others. Please note. What are you saying? I am perfect. I am perfect is the universal. Look how great I am. I do this, I do that. I'm such a good mother. I'm such a good son. I'm such a good. I take care of all my employees. I am perfect. I am powerful. सब मेरी सुनते हैं. I am powerful. I am sukhi. I am happy. It is childish language. And yet you hear it all the time. So you may say that he's not saying childish. In other places, you know, he calls this childish, balaha, so cute, so cute. Here he is like, you're asurik, you're horrible, you're negative, you're so, so like painted black. So you may say, why is he painting us so black? Because sometimes we don't get it. We don't understand the urgency. And there is an urgency in correcting all this because there's consequences. It's not just that it's a bad thing. There are consequences of this kind of behavior, which he's going to tell us. So he's saying what kind of behavior we have. I am rich. Adhyoham. Abhijanam. I am born in a good family. Ko anya asti sadrusha maya. Who else is there as good as me? Yakshe, dasyami, modishye. Yakshe means I will give. Yakshe means I will sacrifice. Dasyami, I will give. And modishye, I will enjoy. And what stands out in these three words is
I will.
the future tense. The future tense. I am going to sacrifice. I am going to do karma yoga. I am going to be I am going to be donating. I am going to be very happy one day. What's wrong with today? Why are you not sacrificing today? Why are you not giving today? Why are you not rejoicing today? Iti ajnana vimohitaha. Ajnana vimohitaha. Moha is delusion. Vimoha is visheshena moha. Very specially mohified. I don't know how to translate that. Special kind of moha that is descended on all of us by this ajnanam which has struck all of us, struck our society. I mean, we have to be blind not to see this. Just blind. I am the president of the most powerful country on this earth, so I can do anything. We are also a powerful country, so we can do anything. What are you doing? Ajnana vimohita. That doesn't mean we have to take things lying down. That doesn't mean we don't have to take action. Please understand these are attitudes. So he's shown action-wise, they talk like this. Emotion-wise, they feel like this. And intellectually, attitude-wise, this is verse 15. This is an assessment he's making, right? Because I'm great. Ko asti sadrushamaya. Who else is there like me? Am I not the best? Don't every one of us feel that we are somehow the best? Everyone has an inherent belief in our bestness. Oh, I am the best. These people, they are attending class, but they don't really listen. I listen. Or they attend class, but they don't practice Vedanta. I practice. There's an inherent sense of my bestness. This is an intellectual assessment which is going wrong. Deep Raj, the real killer is I am so humble. Yes, I am so humble. I am such a big giver, so therefore you should give me something. That's another one. You hear people talk like that? मैंने तुम्हारे लिए इतना किया, इसलिए you have to do this for me. If you are a giver, be a giver. What are you asking? Oh, my brother is a very selfish person. I'm a very noble person. My brother is a very selfish person. So therefore, he wants so much from our inheritance. If you're a giver, then what's the fight? What fight is there? I'm not suggesting that you be an idiot and you start handing out your inheritance. But the attitude is what we're talking of over here. Yes, Bharat? Bharat, I don't think you can. You can write your question down. In the meanwhile, we'll see what Mahesh has to say. Yes, Mahesh?
Yeah, is there a sort of translation or equivalence to if you were to put it in the three gunas? would they be sort of mainly rajasic behavior, or I mean, is deluded by ignorance? Is it tamasic, or is there any easy correspondence, or it's a bit case by case thing?
Yeah, Asuric are the tamasic and the rajasic. And as you know, Vikshepa comes from Avarna. You're aware of that, right? Vikshepa means agitation. Avarna means ignorance. So that way, Rajas is the outflow from the tamas.
So this particular set on verse 15, is it mainly tamasic, or is it rajasic? I'm rich, well born. Who else is equal to me? Is that a very rajasic attitude, and or is that like a separate classification?
Yeah, I am rich, well born, who else is equal to me? That you can take as rajas. I will sacrifice, I will give, I will rejoice. You can take as tamas, but don't need to do that. In this chapter, he is not doing that. So we don't need to do that. He has done a mix and match kind of thing. In the subsequent chapters, he's going to define it. So here he's just given a very general kind of thing. So sort of forming a base that all of these nonsensical behaviors exist. And then he'll go very specific later on. That's why this chapter is so easy. And just like people talk like this. It's not like you want imagine 5,000 years later, people are talking like this. You can imagine how deep it is in our system. So in this chapter, you don't need to make a distinction. In the next chapters, he will make more specific distinctions.
Yeah, just easy to keep a framework that's sort of universal. But I see the point. Yeah, thank you.
If you start thinking about this, what is rich? Bharat, what happened to Bharat? Bharat, you still have a question? Okay, so if you start thinking about Momita, Donald Trump literally said, I'm the most humble. No one is as humble as me. When we defend our self image like this, it sounds like we are insecure and we need to do propaganda. But after we have said these things out, even I found myself putting it as context. Sometimes I pull back to reflect. Yes, we have to always pull back and see. I am the most humble is a very, very unusual way of putting things. So I am the poorest, I am the humblest. I think least about myself. Okay, so these kind of things are little odd. Bharat, is the usage of balaha and demoniac to point that when one has these tendencies, understand that you will have consequences and are being demonic. The usage of balaha and demonic are the carrot and stick approach. I say bala, you're being kind, you're being sweet, you're saying, it's okay, handle it. You're being sweet about it. When you say demonic, you find that people are not listening, and so you have to now shout at them and hit them with a stick and say, "Yeah, wake up! Don't waste my time." So it is like any parent would do it, or anybody who's sometimes you're sweet, or any head of organization or parent or anyone who's got to get people to move in a certain direction will use one of two approaches. Either they'll do it through persuasion, sweetness, offering some carrot, or they do it through being strict and shouting and giving us some kind of stick. So that's balaha and demonic. They're referring to the same thing. For the rajasic, you say balaha. For the asuric, you say demonic. Because, for the tamasic, because they have, they need more waking up. When somebody's shouting at you, it's there, rightly or wrongly, we're not discussing that. It's because you are not listening according to them. So they're raising their voice. It doesn't work like that, but that's what happens. And sometimes when people raise their voice, other people fall into line. So the teachers do that. Yes, Annie says she does that too. It is a common technique we use. Sometimes you're sweet and nice. Anybody. It could be a husband and wife trying to get the other to do something and get your spouse to do something. One of these things. Either be very sweet and nice and loving and kind, or you'll be harsh and rude and aggressive. So you have to know when to use what. When you meet Rajas, cool down. Because Rajas, if you shout at, they will shout back at you. But when you meet Tamas, then you can shout because they need shaking up. The Rajasic are already shaking up so much, you shout at them, they lose it. So the usage is for maybe two different types of people or two different types of contexts. When others have these tendencies, understand that they are being childish to prevent resentment. You can't you can't do that because then it becomes like a arrogant thing. You're either seeing them as lovable children or you're not seeing them as lovable children. You can't say they're so childish because that means you're being arrogant. So this is not something to practice. This is something that when we grow up, that's just the way we see it. It is not something we can superimpose upon ourselves. It is something that is a perception we gain as we grow. You genuinely think they are very childish. And just like you will shout at a child when necessary, shout at them. So when others have these tendencies, you understand that they have these tendencies, full stop. That's it. This is the way it is. It is what it is. Get used to it. I mean, you can't tell a hot-tempered person, don't be hot-tempered. I mean, it is what it is, right? You can't tell, I don't know, you can't tell a person who's jealous, don't be jealous. You can't tell a loving person, don't be loving. They are as helpless as you are. Okay, Bharat? So I am rich. Now, here's how this lack of intellect works. I am rich. What does this mean, I am rich? Is rich um, uh, um, a number? That if my income is X amount or if my total corpus is Y amount, then I am rich. Is that what it is? Rich is a very simple thing. I am rich if I have enough resources to fulfill my desires. Then I'm a rich person. If I do not have enough resources to fulfill my desires, I'm a poor person. So, you know, this very famous story of Aristophanes. He was sitting under a tree and eating his beans, supposedly the food of the poor. So another philosopher came by, the court philosopher, and said to him, "O Aristophanes, if you knew how to flatter the king, you wouldn't be here eating beans." To which he replied, "If you know how to eat beans, you wouldn't have to flatter the king. Happy is he born and taught, that serveth not another's." Happy is he born and taught, that serveth not another's will. And simple truth is utmost skill. Imagine that. Just a life, your utmost skill is only this simple truth. Simple truth means what do you have?
Values?
Simple truth means what do you have? You can say values, but a more perfect, I can't say more perfect, but a perfect answer would be to know the simple truth. You need
Discrimination.
Discrimination. Intellect. And simple truth, his utmost skill. What is his greatest skill? He has an intellect. That's it. What else do you want in this world? You have that one thing, you have everything. You don't have that one thing, you have nothing. You cannot even tell who is rich and who is poor. There are people moving around in Mercedes and living in luxurious flats, living the high life, whatever, all on loans. And the real EMI, they're filling EMI on each one of them. And the really wealthy people are going by bus. It's an incredible thing. I mean, in our class, you will see this. So many people appear wealthy, right, in our own classes. And then it's a, if you look at the donations, even high value donations, they come very often from a person that nobody will identify as a rich person. But obviously, this person has a disposable income, right? That means he is the real rich person. His desires are less than his resources. He's got enough to give, and that to high value things. So it's a very interesting thing. Do you have enough to give? Then you're a rich person. If you don't have enough to give, then you're a poor person. So what is rich? These people say, I'm rich. What does it mean? I am well born. What is well born? What does this term mean? That I am well born. Am I referring to the wealth of my ancestors? Am I referring to the values of my ancestors? What am I referring to? It's a very interesting thing. One man I heard once, he was telling me, may not have been very wealthy, but my mother always gave us the choicest of fruits. She brought the best bananas and the best. When I listen to all this, I can't help being fascinated. Now, why is he considering himself well born? Because his mother had the ability to choose the best fruits. It's very interesting. I am well born. You know that I am well born comes like anywhere. Deep Raj. How happy is he born and taught that serveth not another's will, whose armor is his honest thought, and simple truth his utmost skill. What does it mean his armor is his honest thought?
The truth shields him from wrong actions.
Okay. Also, he is not affected by the world. He's just not affected by the world. Why not? Because he assesses the world correctly. See, suppose a child comes to you and says, Momita auntie, I don't like you. Then Momita auntie will do what? You're so cute, and she'll pull the cheek. So what is her shield? But suppose Aditi goes to Momita and says, I don't like you. Then what will happen? Will she pull Aditi's cheeks and say, so cute? She won't do that. So what armors her against the child talking rubbish, but not the adult talking rubbish? What is that armor? How come we don't get influenced?
Because we assess the child's words as a child's words.
That's it. So people will say, oh, this book of yours, Swamiji did not ever send his book for reviews. He said, first find me a reviewer who can review it, then we will send it. He never sent his book for any review. He didn't want anyone to review. Are you capable of that review? So happy is he born and taught that serveth not another's will. When do we serve another's will?
When we want something from them.
Very good. You see how beautifully they express it in poetry. Same thing that we say. Happy is he born and taught that serveth not another's will. You are never have to serve another's will if you are not asking anything from them. His armor is his honest thought. That means he has made his own assessments. Now you say whatever you want, it's making no difference in his life. And simple truth, his utmost skill. And these assessments are made on the truth. That means his intellect works. We can also make assessments. So are there any assessments? So, and simple truth is utmost skill. So you'll see it's the same thing said across, across religions, across cultures, across literature. The same thing. And put it beautifully. So if you get it, you read it anywhere, you will get it. And if you don't get it, you'll say, oh, why does Sir Henry Wotton disagree with us? We say desirelessness is the best thing. But he says, if you don't serve another's will, that makes you happy. Then somebody will write a thesis on different people's views on what makes you happy. Vedanta says desirelessness. Henry Wotton says, you don't serve another's will. The truth is so simple. And everybody who finds it has to say the same thing, because how can the truth differ? Either it's true or it's false. If it's false, you can have any variety. You have all the creativity of the world. But if it is true, everybody will be boring and say the same thing. If you are a poet, you will say the same thing without being boring. That's the only difference. So I am rich, I am well born. Who else is equal to me? That is why when you say who else is equal to me, that is why we cannot, when we say who else is equal to me, we cannot fill in the blanks.
Discriminate.
I mean, when discrimination fails, we say this. When we say this, we lose the ability to
See things the way they are.
okay, you can say that, but more in context.
Arrogance.
We lose
You
the
don't see the truth.
no, that we've lost before we came to this stage. So what do we lose the ability to do?
Grow.
That is a consequence. But we lose the ability to do what?
Right action.
Okay, you're close.
Give.
No, people who think I'm
Discrimination.
that you've already lost. Therefore, you're coming to this point now. Who else is equal to me? Therefore, we are not able to
Grow.
that's a consequence. But you're not able to do what?
Learn.
Okay, you can say that.
Identify.
Okay, you can say that. What is the one thing you simply can't do if you say who else is equal to me?
Be objective.
Okay, you can say that, but that's more consequence. The one thing you cannot do, the one thing you absolutely cannot do when you think who else is equal to me is
Coordinate.
collaborate. Sorry, what did you say?
Coordination only, I was thinking. Coordinator.
Good, maybe you're meaning
Cooperate.
collaborate, cooperate, can't work with people because you're so great. You can't work with anyone because my view or highway My way or highway. You do what I say, or I'm not working with you. Like that, whom you work with, always you will have disagreements, right? So if you're thinking I'm so great, you simply can't work with anyone because your view has to prevail each time. If you don't think I'm so great, and if you think the ideal is great, then your only question is which idea will take us to the ideal quicker? You're not interested in my idea or your idea. You're only interested in what takes me to the goal quicker. So I am rich, I'm well born. Who else is equal to me? Means nobody's equal to you. So there are lots of mythological stories, where people thought they were as good as God, and then this happened and that happened. You know all these stories. So you can recollect them. I'm sure you all know them. So these people are all deluded by ignorance. I will sacrifice, I will give, I will rejoice. Interesting, this bhoktrutva and kartrutva bhavana. I will, that bhavana is bhoktrutva. I have to enjoy, I will enjoy. Kartrutva bhavana. I do all these things, but you're neither doing nor enjoying. Who will tell you that? Only a bhavana you have, only a feeling you have. कुछ हो तो नहीं रहा है. Verse 16. अनेकचित्तविभ्रान्ताः मोहजालसमावृताः प्रसक्ताः कामभोगेषु पतन्ति नरकेषु च. अनेकचित्तविभ्रान्ताः मोहजालसमावृताः प्रसक्ता कामभोगेषु पतन्ति नरकेषु च. And here we come to consequences of this behavior. From 16 to 21, we are going to do consequence. What is the consequence according to him? Patanti narake asucha. Into suchi, is clean, is pure. Asucha means like horrible, foul, terrible. Patanti fall, narake, into hell. This is our pathway to hell. What is hell? Hell is not a geographical place. Hell is a state, a mental state of complete agitations. So foul agitations, horrible agitations, unbearable agitations. Why is that? Aneka chitta vibhranta. The chit is vibhranta. It is bewildered, it is confused, it is directionless. Very, very confused because you don't know, am I going in this direction or that direction? Do I want to go here or do I want to go there? Why don't you know that? Prasakta kama bhokeshu. Very attached to the desires, very attached. Different desires, kabhi ye, kabhi wo. Somebody will tell you, oh, this is the greatest thing. One day you meet. Next day, that is the greatest thing. Third day, something else is the greatest thing. Like teenagers, how teenagers are. They will pick up something. I want to learn guitar. So 5 days they'll play guitar. Then they'll say, no. Nowadays pickleball has become very famous. I'm going to play pickleball. And they dump pickleball after 5 days and they'll want to do something else. This is a childish mentality. So, aneka chitta vibhranta. You start somewhere, you go somewhere, you claim one thing, you do another thing. You say, oh, Vedanta is the greatest thing. But what am I doing? I'm sleeping in bed. So, claim one thing, do another thing, feel about a third thing. Okay, so all over the place. Aneka chitta vibhrantaha. Bewildered by many a fancy. Ye bhi attractive hai, wo bhi attractive hai. Everything is attractive. But you don't become God by going behind all these things. You become God by choosing one thing and staying there. Like
Vedanta.
Like,
Morning studies.
like I'm saying. Become God by doing one thing. Like,
Eklavya.
like Sachin Baba. Who are the God you know? Sachin is God, no? How did he become God? By doing one thing. Now that he's doing other things, he's no longer called God. One thing. Just one thing. Decide what your thing is and do it. ये भी चाहिए वो भी चाहिए वो भी चाहिए वो भी चाहिए bewildered अनेक चित्त विभ्रांताः भ्रांता is in confusion, right? Vibhrantaः very very excelling in confusion. Why? अनेक चित्त अनेक many. This book also I will read, that book also I will read. I have understood none of them. This philosophy I will do, that philosophy I will do. You choose your philosophy and do it. You choose your master and follow him or her. You choose your partner and you be with that partner. And running here and there and here and there. What are you doing? Now you're 58 years old, you're still thinking, who shall I marry? Arey, Papa, the time is gone. You pick one person and marry that person. Pick one thing, whatever your thing is. That is the thing of Rama. What was the adjective for Rama? You remember?
Ekapatni.
And
Hit pragya.
एक बाण एक पत्नी. One arrow, one wife. Ek बाण means he shoots at only one place and he gets that, whatever it in the world it is. If he shoots at you, you're dead.
Bullseye. He hit the bullseye.
All there. Straight there. Why? Because you're not thinking ye bhi, wo bhi, ye karungi, wo karungi. Ek cheez. Just go for it. Whatever it is. Just go for it. So, aneka chitta vibhranta. Mohajala samavruta. Get caught in a mohajal. Prasakta kama bhokeshu. Patanti narake asucha. Just get terribly mentally agitated. Okay, so we will continue next time. And I suppose now I should tell you about what happened yesterday. So finally, did we acquire any pictures or not? Of not yesterday, what of Friday? Do we have pictures? So all people who came, I hope you all had a good time. Actually, why am I saying? All those who came, please say what you all want to say. Who would like to speak about this picture? What's happening here? This is how the day started. Nobody wants to. Bhavna, go ahead. Speak. Wait, stop. Let Bhavna say what's going on here.
Yeah, these are the students from nearby village who joined us for the day, and they started with a beautiful prayer, and there was distribution of cakes to them. So it was like we got the opportunity to listen to them, spend little time with them, and do the danam also.
And then they had a art workshop for them. And then this is how they're all standing so cutely. And they were seated here, and then they came, and then they went back to their school, and we had organized an art workshop for them. You see that girl in the corner, this one, she's Devika, and she had come with her team, and she took them. She did. Then they were maha excited. We don't have pictures of them getting maha excited. So this is it. And then what happened? No, this is much later in the day. Much later. This is we reach chai time. Acha chalo yari. This is all when we are playing games and all. Everyone's playing games. This is when we are listening to bhajans. No, this is that lady in that picture. She sang bhajan. She sang it nicely. Maybe we will. Now, this is the lady who sang the bhajans. This one, yeah. Bharat had set up his little bookstall, and yeah, they and our young Bhavna sang a nice Saraswati Vandana. We can repeat it for all. Bhavna, you'll sing the first shloka of your first verse of your Saraswati Vandana today for everyone.
हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ तू स्वर की देवी है संगीत तुझसे हर शब्द तेरा है हर गीत तुझसे तू स्वर की देवी है संगीत तुझसे हर शब्द तेरा है हर गीत तुझसे हम हैं अकेले हम हैं अधूरे हम हैं अकेले हम हैं अधूरे तेरी शरण हमें प्यार दे माँ तेरी शरण हमें प्यार दे माँ हे शारदे माँ हे शारदे माँ अज्ञानता से हमें तार दे माँ
Very nice.
Very nice.
So she sang off the whole Saraswati Vandana. Then Harish, who handles everything, said a few words. And then we had a talk also, but I think they have just ignored the talk. Okay. No picture of the talk at all. And then, okay, and then what's happening here? This is our lunch time. Then this is the campus tour we went on. We saw our Ganesha. Not Bajrang Bali. We haven't located our Ganesha. This is a picture of the cabin as it currently exists. So please don't. Yeah, we can show the floor. These are the cabins which are coming up. You can see it's not all ready, but 6 cabins are up. On the interior work is being done. And nobody has taken a picture of Omkar's Kumbhakarna. Omkar, where's your Kumbhakarna? No Kumbhakarna was taken. Omkar, even you didn't take a picture of your Kumbhakarna. So he located a Kumbhakarna. He said, if you don't come on that side of the river is Kumbhakarna. When you come this side, you wake up. So he's going to do a whole marketing thing on it. These are the trees we planted. You remember we had a tree plantation and all. So these are some of the trees we planted. And they are now growing. So hopefully soon we will have lots of papayas and whatever else we have planted. So then what did we do? Then we all had chai pakoda, played games, had chai pakoda, and came back home. Now somebody should say something. Now, what did you feel about your trip over there? Anybody wants to say anything about the trip? This is our pictures of the whatever art these people did. No, bad, huh? This is the Anganwadi. This is the entrance to the plot. And this is the school. So anybody wants to share what they felt yes on Friday? Mahesh, what do you think of it?
Yeah, it was really nice to see how far we have progressed. And we're looking forward to starting the PG diploma course. So it was exciting to see the cabins were getting ready, and that's where the students will stay. And so, yeah, it was good.
Who else was there? Bhavna?
Hello,
Yes, yes. Please go ahead.
I am very happy that that your vision is coming true, and hope it will be one day we will achieve our full vision. I was very excited to visit the place. Had a very good time.
Wonderful. Then who else was there? Where is Momita and all? Everybody has disappeared. Momita, where are you?
Yeah, for me also, as soon as we took a turn to enter the thing, we got down and we took pictures over there because of the board itself it was so gratifying to see the progress. I mean, 1 year back when I had gone, I couldn't even discern where to turn. So it has been done so well, and I felt really grateful to you, Jayashree, to Bhavna, to everybody. I felt like it gave me a sense of blessedness. So yeah, it was very nice.
Wonderful. I hope everybody who comes there will benefit from that place.
Even the bhakti song we did, I mean the Hanuman Chalisa we said in front of that Hanuman Murti which was found on the premises. That was also very nice. It was very nice to meet everybody, Mr. Harish and uh, his friend's wife who sang. So it was good to meet all these people who had given so much.
Yeah. Harish has been incredible, really. He's been going for the whole year, for at least a year, every um, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. He goes there personally, supervises everything. Amazing service he has done. I mean, he's on all his work really. And of course, Jayashree. We have to hear from Jayashree. How is she feeling? Because it is all her. She works 24/7, this child. And all this work that she has put in. How did you feel? You're muted, Jayashree.
I don't know if my voice is clear.
Yeah.
I don't know. How did I feel? I felt very excited, definitely. And everything turned out well. Thank you, Bhavna. She has been a savior. So I felt very happy and excited. I think I will say only two things. And I also felt whoever came, I felt that energy and beautiful feeling that everyone exchanged. So it was very fulfilling, I would say.
Nice. Yes, and there was Sahu Menon and Anita. And who else? Somebody else there, so it's nice. Bharat says, incredible to witness what initiative can. So that's it. Next thing we'll do is a retreat. Let's try for a retreat to do a retreat now. You can see before anyone can actually stay there. We did stay there overnight. Omkar, you wanted to say something? Farokh Santok, Jayashree, Bhavna, and I stayed there overnight to try to get it in some form for the next day. Shilpa, Omkar, y'all want to say anything?
It was a great opportunity to see the place, how it developed, and we enjoyed the food and everything. It was good to be with the people which we enjoy meeting.
Yes, and Shilpa, you've come earlier. I'm sure you saw the difference.
Yes, I saw the difference. Yes, I saw. It was very nice.
Omkar?
And yeah, we are seeing the pictures of the progress all Sundays, but to actually be there, I mean, I think the pictures don't do justice to what you can actually see and feel there. It's a completely different experience. And also one thing was that when we were trying to reach there, we got lost. There is this village through which you have to navigate called Pali village, and there was some function going on. So they had barricaded all the roads, and we reached there after some struggle. And Deepak put it very nicely that this entire reaching itself was like a spiritual journey. You get lost, you get challenged, but then you find your way. And yeah, that's what it was. So
Well,
it was fantastic. Thank you so much.
well, so nice that everybody came and very nice. Now next we'll do retreat. So, want Jayashree?
Of course, on campus side, we'll do retreat, but we also have now on 8th Feb, if you would like to announce about it.
Yeah, go ahead. Please say.
8th Feb, we'll have a Vedantic movie screening in Jamnabai. We'll soon send it on email. Of course, it is in Mumbai, but everybody is welcome to join. It's on 8th of Feb. We'll share the details shortly. Over to you.
Yeah, what is there? 8, what is there?
Movie interpretation,
Okay. Which movie?
Random Harvest.
Okay.
All right. So that's it for today.